Ronnie Coleman's secrets to unstoppable strength. Become a force of nature with the training and nutrition insights that made Coleman the king of bodybuilding. 8-time Mr. Olympia champion Ronnie Coleman is among the most popular professional bodybuilders of all time. He etched his name in the annals of bodybuilding in 2005 by tying Lee Haney's record of 8 Sando Trophy wins. Contrary to what most people think, Coleman didn't dominate the Mr. Olympia stage from his very first appearance. In fact, he didn't even break into the top 5 in his first 5 Olympia showings. Coleman placed 9th at the 1997 Olympia and won his maiden coveted Sando Trophy the following year by defeating the likes of Flex Wheeler and Kevin Leverin. Fast forward to 2016, Coleman was inducted into the International Sports Hall of Fame for his contributions to the sport of bodybuilding. He was also bestowed with the Arnold Classic Lifetime Achievement Award in 2021. The former police officer made significant changes to his training, diet, and recovery routine in 1997 that earned him the moniker The King a few years later. Coleman attributes his physique transformation and superhuman strength to lifting heavy. In this article, I take you over Coleman's biggest lifts and training philosophies that propelled his strength and physique to a whole new level. Ronnie Coleman's secrets to unstoppable strength. Most bodybuilders prioritize muscle contractions over lifting heavy, as their ultimate goal is hypertrophy. However, Coleman was in a league of his own. Coleman opined that lifting heavier weights could result in deeper muscle contraction, resulting in greater hypertrophy, and hence began the monstrosity he called workouts. At his peak, Coleman squatted 800 pounds for a double. No other pro bodybuilder at his level has been able to replicate his training volume or intensity. The 6-time Mr. Olympia champ and Coleman's predecessor, Dorian Yates, is credited with starting the mass monster era. However, Coleman pushed it beyond previous boundaries. Exercise. Weight pounds. Weight kilograms. Representatives movie. Deadlift. 800-363. To the unbelievable 2000. Squat. 800-363. To the cost of redemption 2003. Bench press. 500-227. 5 The cost of redemption 2003. Dumbbell bench press. 291. 12 The unbelievable 2000. Military press. 315-143. 12 The unbelievable 2000. Dumbbell shoulder press. 160-73. 7 The cost of redemption 2003. Bent over row. 515-234. 10 Relentless 2006. T-bar row. 540-245. 9 The unbelievable 2000. T-bar row. 505-229. 12 Relentless 2006. Front squat. 585-265. 4 The unbelievable 2000. Hack squat. 765-347. 8 The unbelievable 2000. Lunges. 185-84. 20 The unbelievable 2000. Barbell shrugs. 735-333. 11 The cost of redemption 2003. Dumbbell shrugs. 250-113. 15 Relentless 2006. Calf raises. 540-245. 20 Relentless 2006. Leg press. 2300 1043. 8. The Cost of Redemption 2003. Ronnie Coleman's Training Philosophy. Everybody wants to be a bodybuilder, but nobody wants to lift no heavy-ass weights, but me. Ronnie Coleman. Coleman's goals for each workout were the same: he would lift heavy weights and train to muscle failure. Coleman popularized many gym catchphrases. He yelled, "Lightweight, baby," before lifting obnoxiously heavy weights. And then followed it with a "NT nothing but a peanut" after he was done with his set. "Yeah, buddy," is arguably his most popular catchphrase. You'll often see lifters yell it as they gear up for a heavy set. Here are the secrets to Coleman's ungodly strength. High volume training. Coleman didn't hold back from increasing weights in each set. One of Coleman's most iconic lifts is the 2,300-pound 1,043-kilogram leg press in the Ronnie Coleman, The Cost of Redemption 2003 training video. Coleman's trainer and Metroflex gym owner Brian Dobson had to pull out a calculator to determine the weight on the sled. Big Ron did 8 full range of motion reps with that weight. Coleman believed more volume drove better results. In his prime, Coleman often did over 20 sets in each workout, which usually lasted between 2 to 3 hours. The King's muscle roundness, fullness, and striations were a result of his high-volume, heavy-weight workouts. Basic movements. Squats, deadlifts, and bench presses were a mainstay in Coleman's training regime. Coleman trained at a bare-bone gym in Texas, which didn't even have air conditioning, and stuck to the most basic compound movements. He also did 20 reps of 185-pound barbell walking lunges in his gym's parking lot in the Texas heat. Coleman did isolation exercises like bicep curls and dumbbell shoulder lateral raises, but they faded in comparison to the number of compound movements he did in his workouts. Recovery. During the peak of his career, Coleman ate 6,000 calories during the off-season to build muscle tissue and strength. Coleman confessed that eating so much food was just as difficult as training heavy. In one of his training videos, Coleman falls asleep on his couch in the middle of his post-workout meal. He then wakes up and gets back to eating. Coleman also went for 3 weekly massages and chiropractic sessions to optimize recovery. Without getting those different therapies done on a regular basis, I honestly doubt I would have been able to keep going on and win 8 Mr. Olympia titles, Coleman said. Mindset. Lifting the weights that Coleman was lifting wasn't possible without a solid mindset. Even during his workout videos, he would barely ever stop to explain his training approach or training techniques. Coleman's training DVDs were anything like the YouTube training videos of today, where the fitness influencers go over the minutest details. Think of Coleman's training videos like the camera just following him around as he goes about his business. Not only did Coleman pioneer lifting super heavy weights in pro bodybuilding, but he was also one of the first bodybuilders to recognize and capitalize on the demand for training videos. Coleman released 4 training videos during his Mr. Olympia reign. Needless to say, they were all blockbusters. He came out with 2 more training videos after he hung up his posing trunks, but that didn't stop the fans from devouring the DVDs. Ronnie Coleman squats. Ronnie Coleman's training DVDs. Here is the list of Coleman's official training videos. Year. Film. 1998 Ronnie Coleman, the first training video. 2000 Ronnie Coleman, The Unbelievable. 2003 Ronnie Coleman, The Cost of Redemption. 2006 Ronnie Coleman, Relentless. 2008 Ronnie Coleman, Invincible. 2009 Ronnie Coleman, The Last Training Video. Don't worry, you don't need to go looking for these DVDs. You can find most of these training videos on Coleman's official YouTube channel. Ronnie Coleman's key exercises. Coleman constantly varied his workouts to avoid plateaus. However, he had some staples in his exercise arsenal that he stuck to throughout his pro career to build strength and muscle size. The three cornerstones of his training were the squats, deadlifts, and bench press. Here is a closer look at each. Squats. Coleman loved back squats, heavy back squats. Big Ron loaded the bar with insane weight and completed each rep with a full range of motion. He used a hip width stance on the squats to achieve optimal depth for maximal target muscle fiber stimulation. Coleman also performed front squats to bias the quads and hack squats to eliminate core stabilizer recruitment and better load the target muscles. Deadlifts. The deadlift is one of the best exercises to build overall strength and muscle mass. Coleman's personal best on the deadlift is a colossal 800 pounds for a double. He later revealed in an interview that he had more gas left in the tank to go for a third rep. Big Ron also used Romanian deadlifts to limit the range of motion and bias the hamstrings and glutes. Bench press. The barbell bench press formed the core of Coleman's chest workout. Coleman also performed incline and decline bench presses to target the upper and lower pecs and build size, thickness, and separation. The 8-time Olympia champ relied mainly on free weight exercises for his chest workout. He eventually got so strong on these three lifts that he competed in powerlifting meets in the mid-1990s. Ronnie Coleman workout program. Here is Coleman's 6-day training split. Day 1, quads, hams, and calves. Exercise. Sets. Representatives, barbell squat. 315. Barbell hack squat. 315. Leg extensions. 315. Leg curls standing, lying, and seated. 315. Seated single leg curl. 315. Seated calf raise. 315. Day 2, back and triceps. Exercise. Sets. Representatives bent over barbell row. 315 to 20. Lying T-bar row. 315 to 20. One arm dumbbell row. 315 to 20. Wide grip lat pull down. 315 to 20. Triceps dips. 315 to 20. Standing dumbbell triceps extension. 315 to 20. Lying triceps press. 315 to 20. Day 3, shoulders. Exercise. Sets. Representatives overhead shoulder press. 315. Side lateral raise. 315. Front dumbbell raise. 315. Seated bent over dumbbell rear deltoid raise. 315. Day 4, chest and biceps. Exercise. Sets. Representatives medium grip barbell bench press. 320. Medium grip barbell incline bench press. 320. Decline barbell bench press. 320. Barbell curls. 320. One arm dumbbell preacher curl. 320. Alternate hammer curl. 320. Day 5, quads, hams, and calves. Exercise. Sets. Representatives barbell squat. 315. Barbell hack squat. 315. Leg extensions. 315. Leg curls standing, lying, and seated. 315. Seated single leg curl. 315. Seated calf raise. 315. Day 6, chest, triceps, and abs exercise. Sets. Representatives incline dumbbell press. 3 to 412. Decline barbell press. 3 to 412. Incline dumbbell flies. 3 to 412. Decline dumbbell press. 3 to 412. Cambered bar triceps extensions lying and seated. 3 to 412. Triceps dips. 3 to 412. Donkey calf raises. 3 to 412. Seated calf raises. 3 to 412. Crunches. 3 to 412. Remember, no two people respond to a training program the exact same way. Your results will depend on multiple factors that are out of your control, like your genetics, age, and sex. Don't aim to replicate Coleman's results. Instead, take inspiration from his dedication and training style and scale it to fit your training experience. Progressive overload is your best friend when it comes to building muscle mass. Put in the work and stay consistent, and you will see the results. Also, you must learn to listen to your body. If you're feeling exhausted or too tired from your previous training session, don't hesitate to take a day off to allow your body additional time to recover. That said, you shouldn't use this as an excuse to miss workouts. Coleman's nutrition for unstoppable strength. Ronnie Coleman eating protein. Here are the tenets of Coleman's diet. Protein. Protein is the building block of muscle. It ensures your muscles grow back stronger and bigger after a hypertrophy-focused workout. Coleman gunned for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight daily. Big Ron relied on lean meats, chicken breast, lean beef, and fish, eggs, dairy, cottage cheese and Greek yogurt, and protein supplements to meet his daily protein intake goals. Carb. Coleman alternated high-carb days with low-carb meals to ensure he didn't gain excess body fat. A review published in Sports Medicine suggests that carb cycling may be beneficial for weight reduction and improving body composition, especially when combined with exercise. 1. Coleman aligned his more intense workouts with high-carb days to ensure he had enough glycogen reserves to get through the training session. These also help with muscle fullness and pumps during the workout. Fats. In contrast to popular opinion, healthy fats don't lead to body fat gains. An individual must hit their daily healthy fat intake objective to ensure optimal hormone production and nutrient absorption. It can help maintain joint health, especially for trainers engaging in heavy training sessions. Coleman's go-to healthy fat sources included nuts and seeds, fatty fish like salmon, olive oil, and avocado. Tip: calculate your daily protein, carb, and fat intake. Ronnie Coleman's diet plan. Big Ron consumed 5 to 6 meals during the off-season to build strength and muscle mass. Meal 1. Eggs. Cheese grits. Coffee. Meal 2. Protein shake. Meal 3. Chicken breast. Rice. Beans. Corn. Meal 4. 2 beef burger patties. White rice. Meal 5. Chicken breast. Yellow rice. Meal 6. Protein shake. Recovery and mindset. Lifting the amount of weight Coleman did is as much a psychological challenge as it is physiological. Every time Coleman attempted a heavy lift, he would yell, "Lightweight, baby," to overcome the mental hurdle. This was much more than a catchphrase, it was a pep talk. Thanks to the positive self-talk and unwavering self-belief, Coleman always came out on top. Coleman is undoubtedly among the most mentally tough bodybuilders of all time. After he retired from competitive bodybuilding and his training style caught up to him, Coleman revealed that he was in so much pain that he couldn't sleep at night. He also felt severe pain during the surgeries, some of which cost north of 2 million. Recovery. You break down muscle tissue while you're training in the gym. They grow back bigger and stronger outside the gym. Anyone engaging in strenuous exercise should sleep for at least 7 to 8 hours each night to allow their body enough time to recover from their workouts. Short-changing rest can diminish your gains and increase injury risk. Although Coleman released training DVDs where he lifted super heavy, he also had strategic deload weeks. Deload weeks, which involve lower volume workouts, sets, reps, and weights, are non-negotiable if you want to maximize your muscle building potential. 3. Learn to listen to your body. Don't be afraid to go easy in the gym if your body is pointing in that direction. Ronnie Coleman's legacy. Ronnie Coleman posing. Ronnie Coleman. Coleman's physique, training style, and strength left a lasting impact on the sport of bodybuilding. Here's how. The mass monster era goes mainstream. When Dorian Yates started dominating the pro circuit with his massive physique, most of the other athletes favored aesthetics and symmetry over adding more muscle mass. Although Yates championed the mass monster era, most bodybuilders and fans were still on the fence about it. However, when Coleman won his first Mr. Olympia title in 1998, the decision was made. Smaller bodybuilders like Sean Ray and Rich Gaspari had to take the back seat. Training like a beast. Coleman's catchphrases have turned into battle cries and are heard around gyms worldwide. Many pro bodybuilders have adopted the more volume training approach. I must mention that Coleman's incredibly and borderline insane feats of strength came at a price. The super heavy lifting took its toll on Coleman and led to severe spine issues. Coleman underwent 13 spinal surgeries and was told that he could never walk unassisted again. Coleman then underwent stem cell treatment for almost 2 years in Mexico to help him manage the pain in his neck and back. If your goal is hypertrophy, you don't necessarily need to lift as heavy as Coleman to build muscle tissue. A study published in Sports Basel found that a moderate repetition scheme with moderate loads from 8 to 12 repetitions per set with 60% to 80% of 1RM optimizes hypertrophic gains. 2. On the other hand, if your goal is to build strength and train near your 1-rep maxes in each workout, you should work with an experienced professional to maximal gains while limiting injury risk. Note: the content on Fitness Volt is for informative purposes only. Do not take it as medical advice to diagnose, prevent, or treat health problems. If you're suffering from a health issue, are pregnant, or are under 18 years old, you should consult your physician before starting any new supplement, nutrition, or fitness routine. Conclusion. As a veteran personal trainer, many people ask me about the secrets of Coleman's strength. The truth is, there aren't many secrets here. Coleman believed in patience, persistence, hard work, and heavy training. Remember, building muscle depends on several factors, including age, sex, training experience, and genetics. Following Coleman's exact training program won't guarantee 8 or even 1 Sando trophies. However, that shouldn't stop you from pushing yourself in the gym. Best of luck.